In 2023, at an undisclosed location in the United States, two federal agents were on a routine operation. Just another ordinary evening, calm, quiet, and completely uneventful. Nothing felt out of place until suddenly something appeared in the sky. A glowing orange orb, perfectly round, completely silent, just hovering. The agents froze. They looked at each other, confused, trying to make sense of what they were seeing, but there was no explanation. And then, just like that, it vanished. The next day, another team in a completely different location reported seeing the exact same thing. Then a third team. Within just 2 days, 3 separate teams, 6 highly trained federal officers, witnessed the same impossible phenomenon. But what happened next was even more disturbing. It wasn't just the orange orb. They saw small red orbs emerging from it, one by one, like a mothership releasing drones into the sky. Not once, not twice, but 5 times. A glowing object appears, releases smaller orbs, and disappears within seconds. These weren't random people making wild claims. These were trained professionals who later filed official, sworn statements to the U.S. government. And still, the story doesn't end there. 2 years later, in 2025, a senior intelligence official returned to that exact location, this time with a team flying in a helicopter. And once again, they saw it, an orb hovering just above the ground. But as the helicopter moved closer, the object suddenly shot away, 20 miles in seconds. Gone. Too fast to follow. And then it happened again. Multiple smaller orbs emerging from it. This continued for 35 long minutes before everything went completely silent. These objects are known as UFOs, unidentified flying objects. Many believe they're alien spacecraft, but sightings like this are not limited to one place or one time. From 1947 in New Mexico to 1948 in Germany, 1952 near Soviet borders, and recent sightings in Iraq, Syria, and Japan. Thousands of cases have been reported across decades, across continents. But if you look closely, there's a pattern that could completely change what we think about UFOs. In May 2026, the U.S. government released hundreds of previously classified UFO files, 162 documents, 28 videos, and 14 images containing FBI records, Pentagon reports, and NASA transcripts. Some cases seem almost impossible. Objects making sharp 90-degree turns at high speed. Unidentified shapes near the moon. Infrared footage showing movements that defy known physics. And still, over 400 cases remain unexplained. So were these objects? Are they aliens or something far closer to home? To understand, we go back to where it all began. 1947, Roswell, New Mexico. A farmer discovers strange debris in his field. The military calls it a flying disc. The world is shocked. But the very next day, the story changes. It was just a weather balloon. Years later, the truth comes out. It was part of a top-secret Cold War program, Project Mogul, designed to spy on nuclear activity. And to hide this truth, the government allowed people to believe in aliens. Now think about this. Where most UFO sightings reported? Near military zones. Iraq, Syria, Japan, Cold War hotspots, active defense regions. Coincidence or a clue? There are 2 possible explanations. First, many UFOs could actually be advanced military technology. Secret aircraft, experimental drones, surveillance systems so advanced they look alien. Second, some could be enemy surveillance tools, drones or balloons sent by rival nations. In fact, in 2023, a Chinese spy balloon was shot down over the United States. And what about sightings in space? Astronauts have reported strange lights, unexplained flashes. But scientists suggest possibilities: sunlight reflections, space particles, radiation effects. Even astronauts later supported these explanations. But here's the truth. Not everything has an answer. Some cases remain unsolved. And yes, it's exciting to imagine that they could be aliens, to believe that we are not alone. But remember this: extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And so far, There is no solid proof that UFOs are extraterrestrial. So what is the truth? Are UFOs secret military technology, enemy surveillance systems, natural phenomena, or something we still don't understand? Maybe the mystery isn't about aliens at all. Maybe it's about how much we still don't know. And sometimes the truth is hidden in plain sight.